So for this one, the last one, you'd probably give it an 86, 85 then?
Oh,
For
right,
last
we
one, I'd
got
probably
to-
give it maybe like a 83, 84.
Yo.
Welcome to SF Whiskey Guys. We're trying a little bit of a different format today. We have a guest with us, Tuan, here, and we have some Suntory whiskeys on the bar top today. First one up is the Suntory Pure Malt, non-age stated, coming in at 43%. Do we have a release year for this guy?
It's gonna be around 1985 or 86.
85 or 86. Wow. Next one up here is going to have another Suntory Pure Malt. This is aged 12 years. I believe the story is for this bottle is that it's the first one to be released for Hakushu 12s. And next to that, we are going to have a regular release, a core release of the Hakushu 12 here. And this is post Beam Suntory on that one. 43% with the current bottling stickers and everything. And the last of the four today on this set here is going to be the Yamazaki Peated Malt 2022 Tsukuriwake release. And this is coming in at 48%. 48%, so a little bit higher than the core releases. All right. So the first one up, the Suntory Pure Malt at 43%, 85, 86 year. Yeah, let's go ahead and go in on the nose on this.
Oh wow.
Oh, that does smell like kind of like mustier.
Yeah. Just kind of hits you on the nose.
How do you mix with sherry?
So yeah, it's like very sherry on this one, like sweet sherry. A little bit of tartness on the back end.
There's definitely a smell of yeast.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like yeasty sherry.
Yeah.
Which is
It's
kind
like
of it's kind of disgusting when you
It's like
when
an
you
old
hear it.
mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's actually not a bad nose at all.
I feel like most Scotch noses are just describing like what you smell briny, like old wood,
Yeah.
It's like
So the story is like the master distiller at the time, he worked on this formula for 2 years before releasing, and the first year that they released this is 1984.
but they're trying to copy the original.
No, it was just like a continuation of what he had.
Okay,
when he
okay,
first
got it.
Get
Okay.
it out, and this back when Suntory, nobody knew about that.
Yeah.
A bottle of this is like $20-$30
Yeah.
US, because they're trying to get by, right? It's
Yeah.
just starting it out.
What are some components of this one? Do you know?
Well, we don't know that. I mean, they didn't probably record all the details. Like you're talking about like what barrels they finished
Exactly,
in,
yeah,
what was
yeah,
matured
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's they're just trying to make it like Scotch,
Okay.
but they're doing their thing by blending,
Got it,
before
yeah,
Japanese
yeah.
whiskey, that blending is their thing. And the reason why it's called pure is because to Japanese, pure means like 100%, and it's a marketing term.
Got it.
Later
okay.
on, they switched to single because everyone knows what single malt is. But
Yeah.
back then, pure malt sounds more superior.
That's
just
Single
saying
malt.
single
Yeah.
malt.
It's true.
All right, cheers.
Yeah. It's not as sherry as I thought it would be after the nose.
I feel like they have Mizunara in here too.
Yeah.
I think they tried it, but they didn't know how to do it yet because they only figured out that
You said
18 years
honey,
when
right? In
Yeah.
the beginning, there's a little bit of that.
Yeah,
I
it's
got that
a little
honey.
bit.
Yeah.
Mixed
But-
but the main component is sherry.
Yeah, it's definitely sherry, and there's a lot of spice on
Mhm.
the on the palate, like wood spice. It's not. I don't think it's sherry spice.
I get a lot of just plain old like molten grains,
Yeah.
like just.
But like the nose hit me harder more up front than the actual palate itself, right? I kind of wish I have more of the depth and richness from the nose. It is a very easy drinking, everyday grabbing kind of one, right? Like,
Yeah. So here's a question. Obviously, they're making this for the 80s, whiskey drinker, connoisseur, whatever they can, market to. You think like the whiskey drinkers of back then are a little bit more connoisseurish than the nowadays, or one more picky nowadays?
I think they're a lot more picky nowadays.
Nowadays, I would
Yeah.
definitely say.
I think Japanese whiskey try to mimic a lot to make something honey, like the newest edition, like the 100th line anniversary.
I mean,
Alright.
that is the essence of Suntory, right? As the first release.
Sure. All right, let's go to the second one here. This is Hawk 12.
No, this is Hawk.
This is Hawk 12.
The palate,
Oh, yeah,
definitely that one. those two.
Yeah.
Version
Yeah.
I like the
1.0.
nose.
Oh, it's a fun one. Okay.
Yeah, they're both 1.0s pretty much.
This is
Oh.
hot. This is what is this?
It's 1997, 1998. Hot 12. It's one of their first, first year they run.
Got it.
Hot 12. The first year for Hot 12 is 1994.
Wow, the nose is actually strikingly similar for both of those.
Really?
The
No,
No.
newer Hot
no,
12,
no,
it's a bit more.
It's like banana almost.
Yeah,
like,
the
Oh,
Hot
yeah.
12 is definitely has that ripe fruit.
Yeah,
a little more
yeah.
like,
Yes.
like
Fruity,
fruity, yeah.
overly
Overly ripe,
ripe
yeah.
bananas.
Yeah.
I'm getting some nuttiness from this one.
Nuttiness, I can see that.
nuttiness for the
For the
original.
old
Yeah.
one, the
yeah.
old
Yeah.
one, yeah.
I get
B1.
more brininess actually, to be honest. I get a little bit of
It's just that saltiness. In
Yeah,
general.
yeah,
a little
okay,
salinity.
yeah. I think is it the same thing with the same story with Hakushu where like they had to source a lot of their bottles from Scotland.
No, yeah.
All right, let's go in.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
I like that.
nice.
Pinewood.
I get a little bit of that.
yeah.
I feel like it's because of the location of Hakushu Distillery. They are in like the low southern maps of Japan.
Yeah.
I feel like the best representative is the 18-year peated malt.
Mm.
The pinewood's very present in it, and they're trying to mimic what the environment is.
It's like a wood oil, you know, like you know.
Got it, yeah. I'm gonna try the newer 12 and do a
Yeah, let's
comparison.
just like side by side it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that nose is just completely different. Now that I'm smelling it more, it's completely different.
Oh
Interesting.
yeah.
It's a lot sweeter. On
It
the new
is,
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The new one is a lot sweeter.
The old one's much more
It's much more.
wood forward.
Yeah.
The newer one kind of hits that lip palate, but kind of dips down afterwards. The older one just like the richness stays. You know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the nose on the old one reminds me of one of the older style blended scotches.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that one is 43.
It tastes so much more like rich and depth.
Well, you can see on the back here. You always want to look for that percentage.
42, yeah.
So you
It punch higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, after taking a whiff of the old one and then
Yeah. Going for the new
immediately
one,
smelling
yeah.
the new one, there's a note on the nose that I never thought I would mention.
Mm.
All right, last one on the sequence of 4 for the first one is the Yama 22 Peated for the 2022 Tsukuriwake.
Yeah, peach just hits.
Oh, that peat hits you.
I haven't tried this since we first tried it at Cold Drinks Bar
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
at 70 an ounce.
Mm.
Oh my god.
70 an ounce there.
Oh, not including tax, tip, or any of that.
Oh, better than
That's
Pablo.
like 90 at the end.
When these first got released, Papa was selling an ounce for like 220,
Oh,
250.
jeez.
How much is a bottle worth then?
750,
Now
650.
it used to be like
Yeah.
70
more.
for oh damn okay.
Yeah, it used to be worth a lot more. So
I mean,
scale.
hey, now's a good time to pick one up if you like it.
Yeah, it's a great
It
bottle.
came down. It came
What's
down.
the height of it?
I think it was double. Like people were selling for like what 1,200,
Okay.
Something like that,
1,200,
yeah.
14.
Yeah.
But it's still 70 for a pour. That's a lot. Man.
You know, I don't mind this boat because it's not like I
I don't get iodine. I will say this though, I don't get iodine for the peat.
but it's
That's
kind of like a
slow, those
Hakushu
things
tea.
are.
It's almost like a Hakushu.
Right,
Oh, it's
yeah.
very oily.
It's
Yeah.
like a
I
gentle
know.
one,
Yeah.
For a Yama?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
damn
it's
oily.
very oily. Yeah. I mean, any more oilier, the U.S. is going to invade.
48.
All right, let's go in. Mmm,
Oh,
Wait, now I'm confused.
that's so nutty.
Ray, I need to pick your brain. How do you like this, but not like other types of peat? This doesn't make any sense.
No, but like,
No,
but
this is
no.
different.
this is totally different. Yeah, because
Yeah.
the peat on the you don't really taste
This
the
ain't
peat.
no Lafroy. No,
No.
this is
I'm not
This
gonna
is
compare
so
it.
gentle.
This is
This is
gentle,
like
yeah.
No, I was thinking
this is
more
like
a
10,
Highland.
15 ppm. You know, this is low.
Because like
man.
on the tongue, it's like more honey and sweetness, right? I don't really get the smokiness, but the nose definitely has a hint of smoking, the peat, right?
yeah.
He kind of lingers.
Wait, so no, like I was trying to compare this to more like a Highland peat. Even then, you're not. You would
Well,
still.
I haven't been. I struggle to get impressed with the Highland Park, peated whiskeys. Like it just hasn't touched me in a way. Like I've shown you the Ardmore that I like,
Yes.
and that's like perfumey. That's elegant. It doesn't like stick in like okay. like for example, barbecue smoke. Barbecue smoke like sticks and like goes to your nostrils and just kind of sits there. Like, oh, this is a nice easy chair. I'm just gonna sit here, just plop my butt down and prevent any other smells from coming your way. And this one is elegant. It comes. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It comes and goes and lets you enjoy it while saying, "I've had my share of time. Let's pass it on to the next flavor." You know.
This is I do like this one. Yeah.
It's controlled. It's
Yeah.
balanced. And it lets other flavors come through. Whereas, like some of like the smokier stuff, like Lecheg, those can be almost overpowering. Where like you're just trying to dissect flavors and iterations of smoke only.
Right. Yeah. Smoke and then flavors.
So Ardmore's you're okay. What about Loch Lomond's?
I haven't had enough plateau.
Okay.
Yeah. I did
Because
like
those are the two like prominent like peated highlands that are.
I love how the peat lingers,
Yeah.
like in the back end.
It does. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, this honestly feels like a very elegant, like well aged. I wouldn't say island. Definitely, maybe like a highland or like a.
I mean,
but the palate carries so much more flavor aside from the smoke.
Yeah.
I get nutty. I felt this beautiful
Yeah.
medium level like honey, but there's almost a savory like tinge.
Yeah.
It's just
The peat, I feel like it stays in the background compared to a lot
It
of the
complements-
other ones.
yeah.
It's just trying to be in the front. This one stay in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah,
and
yeah.
the sweet perform.
It
Yeah.
complements the other like notes very very well.
Yeah.
so for this one, the last one, you'd probably give it an 86, 85 then? Is that
Oh,
what
For
right,
the last
we
one, I'd
forgot
probably
to-
give it like maybe like a 83, 84.
83, 84.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not, but it's like I'm comparing it to like other stuff that we've had too, right?
Should we
No.
rank the different bottles? We forgot to do that earlier.
It's okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask for the last because out of my curiosity, but I'm
Yeah.
really curious what whiskey based.
But
um,
I would put it above a lot of like Yamas in general.
oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
I'll put it above a lot of Yamas, right?
89.
I'd
I don't
probably-
agree with that. I don't
I don't
agree with
agree with
that.
that.
I'd probably give it like
I do not agree with that rating. I think you need to correct them on that. I think you should like carpet bomb their faces. Like, what are you talking about?
You gotta
Keyboard
go
warrior that thing, man.
full Reddit mode.
Carpet bomb, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
channel your inner MAGA and like I'm gonna just like scorch earth this.
Go back to the Hakushu,
Which one?
the old one,
The old one?
I already
the-
cleared it.
Oh, here.
Here's the new one.
No.
Yeah.
Just go back to it and compare like that.
It's definitely more refined.
Yeah.
The peat is even more gentle. It does more so complementing the other like.
Like I like the
Honestly, this is actually pretty interesting because after drinking the Yama, right, going back to Hakushu,
it's
you
really-
get more of the honeyed and like sort of like more subtle notes in the back versus when we first went into it because we went to something that was like completely non-peated. But once we had something that was more peated and we went back to it, the peat sort of like even dials back even more and get more what's behind the peat. Like after trying the peated Yama, this like the pine like really
Yeah.
comes out. And that like honeyed honeyed note.
So like
Super.
Oh yeah.
so like
Yeah,
it's going back to that point that I like the peated Yama. It's delicious, right? It's just like I just think it needs a little bit more refinement, but I do like it more than the younger Yamas and other Yamas that we have.
I will say this. I'll put it this way: for someone who's never had peaty stuff and was just dipping their toes in the Hakushu, that's a great one to kind of
That's an
stretch
easy
their
one
boundaries.
to go
Yeah.
into. Yeah.
You know.
Entry level peat.
And it's
Actually, what the new
more
ones-
attainable in terms of it's on the more
Yeah.
on the shelf.
Yeah,
here.
attainable. Yeah.
Attainable.
Quote, unquote.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get someone into peat, right, this is a good one to start with,
Yeah.
for sure.
Every single one except the Hakushu 12 years a bitch to get.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just saying for like an actual
for a normal person.
a newbie trying to get into it, I would actually. What are your thoughts about that? Like as like the regular Hakushu, like the new iteration, as somebody who does not know anything about peat, is kind of hesitant on it, dipping their toes in. Would that be a good place to start?
I would say yes because that was me when I
That
first
was-
started.
I
Right?
think so.
I mean, I barely know anything about peat, and I think Hakushu was the first one I tried.
Yeah.
It's pretty subtle. It gives me an idea of what peat means or what peat what it's like.
And when I was getting it for 100 a bottle, it was more than worth it.
And it's not. And I'm not saying it's good or not. It's just that's what peat like because I mean you can't really tell what peat just by reading the word.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Almost like a peanut flavor,
Mm.
It's really tickling that fancy. It's not
true.
full on peanut there, you know, some of the bourbons can give her like, you know, Reese's peanut butter kind of a
Yeah,
cup
yeah,
kind of thing. But
Do you know if the Yama Peated, do they use Scottish peat or do they use Japanese peat? Because this is honestly starting to smell very Scottish.
I think this is
Okay.
Scottish peat, right? Did it,
Yeah, it's Scottish.
did
Do
it
you know
have
if it's
Japanese peat?
Do you know if it's Highland or
No, that I don't know.
Because they won't disclose anything,
Okay.
anything at all.
and if they do, you just
I
hearsay
think-
from somebody else,
I-
or heard from somebody
I know,
else, or heard
right.
from somebody else at a distillery.
I'm not going to confirm this, but I would say if I had to venture a guess, I would say this is Highland peat.
All right. Well, thank you very much for this exploration into some of the older stuff here. We'll see you at the next video. Cheers.